Today, we'll talk about this game and see if it's worth your time and effort. Let's begin by understanding what this game is all about. Chernobyl Liquidators is a game that takes place in the aftermath of the real-life nuclear disaster that occurred in Chernobyl, Ukraine, in 1986. Players take on the roles of liquidators, the brave men and women who risked their lives to clean up the radioactive mess left by the explosion. You play as different fictional characters inspired by real-life stories. These characters are sent to various locations that actually existed in 1986, performing tasks that liquidators might have done back then. At the start and end of the game, you play as anonymous liquidators tasked with decontaminating the roof of the Chernobyl power plant. These people often faced extreme danger, and many of them paid the ultimate price for their efforts. The main character for most of the game is Sergeant Sergei Alexandrovich Buryatov, a former soldier and an employee of the nuclear plant. As Sergei, you will make important moral choices that affect the game's story and outcomes. The game covers events from late April to mid-September 1986. Because this is a long period, the developers have used time jumps and divided the game into different levels. Each level has unique tasks, such as helping civilians, decontaminating areas, or retrieving classified documents for the KGB. Chernobyl Liquidators combines realistic simulation with cooperative gameplay. Players can take on roles like firefighters, liquidators, and commanding officers, each with their own unique abilities and tasks. You will put out nuclear fires, detect radioactive dust clouds, and explore heavily irradiated buildings. The game allows you to use real-life machinery that was used during the actual cleanup efforts, adding a layer of authenticity to the experience. While the game is called a simulator, it feels more like a story-driven adventure. You will find yourself rescuing trapped workers, navigating collapsed hallways, crossing precarious bridges, and performing daring jumps. These actions make the game thrilling and engaging. Managing your water supply is crucial in the game. You have a limited amount of water, and you need to use it wisely to put out fires while keeping a safe distance. Getting too close to the flames or radioactive debris will quickly drain your health. The game is played from a first-person perspective, which makes it very immersive. You will use tools like hoses and shovels and navigate using a handheld map. This approach keeps you fully engaged in the game world. The game's environments are impressively detailed. There's a constant haze in the air, sirens wail in the distance, and the unstable buildings creak ominously. The blue glow and ringing sound indicate nearby radioactive debris, reminding you of the dangers you face. The game doesn't shy away from showing the grim effects of radiation exposure. Your character will cough, vomit, and show signs of physical decline, making the experience feel even more real and intense. Despite its many strengths, Chernobyl Liquidators does have some technical issues. On a mid-tier gaming PC, the game can experience performance hitches, especially when loading new areas. Some controls, particularly for climbing, feel a bit clunky and outdated. Secondary tools, such as bolt cutters and crowbars, are limited to specific animations, which can break the immersion a bit. Another drawback is the lack of a death sequence. If your character dies, they simply respawn at the nearest checkpoint. Additionally, wayfinding is quite simple, with short distances between objectives, likely because this is meant to serve as a tutorial. The game doesn't provide much backstory for the main character, which might leave some players wanting more connection to their role. However, this could be a deliberate choice to emphasize the anonymous heroism of the liquidators. Despite these issues, Chernobyl Liquidators is a powerful and emotionally charged experience. The dedication to realism and the portrayal of the liquidators' efforts make it a compelling and immersive game. In conclusion, Chernobyl Liquidators is a moving tribute to the unsung heroes of one of history's darkest moments. While it has some technical flaws, the game's storytelling and emotional impact make it worth playing. For those who appreciate history, simulation, and narrative-driven games, Chernobyl Liquidators offers a unique and unforgettable journey into the heart of a nuclear disaster. Thank you for joining us in this analysis of Chernobyl Liquidators. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more game reviews and content. Until next time, stay safe and keep gaming.